Greetings and love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerlightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerlightRadio.com, the healing frequency. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. We got to keep on taking it high. Got to keep on taking it high. Hello, everyone. How you doing today? It's a great day no matter where you are, no matter what the weather is showing. It is how you look at life and how you look at your day. Greetings and welcome to the Conscious Self-Health Care Hour. This is Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. I'm back live this week sharing with you, straight talk. Just sharing my journey, coming back live on Inner Light Radio and talking about conscious self-health care and making conscious self-health care moves on Wellness Wednesdays. Yes, I love Wellness Wednesdays, sitting back and listening to everybody talking and sharing from their particular modalities, their interests, and their guest that comes on Inner Light Radio on Wellness Wednesday to help everybody get well. And so when I came back and Brother Jamal said that there's a spot opening on Wellness Wednesday, and I said, yay, because that's what I'm talking about, my wellness journey. You know, I share about wellness. I share how to take care of yourself with conscious self-health care, making conscious self-health care moves, mental observation view is essential for your success. How you looking at your life, how you looking at yourself, and how you taking care of yourself holistically, energetically, and through the power of consciousness. And so we share with you each and every Wednesday an opportunity for you to call in and share your wellness story. You know, practitioners, holistic advisors, it's your opportunity as well. You give out so much information. Now you can give out information on how you take care of yourself. That's the best thing we can do is share with individuals how we take care of ourselves. And so I'm proud to be back and have the opportunity to share how I am caring for myself from what was diagnosed by Western medicine as a hemorrhagic stroke due to all of the challenges that was put before me and my body saying, well, you know, you only can take but so much, and then it's something that's going to show up. And I'm thankful for what showed up and that I was ready for it and prepared for it, because we don't recognize diseases. We recognize cellular malfunctions. And that's what we are having. And that's what the human body will experience. And that is what we can self-correct. So join me, family and community, as we take that deep Kundalini breath. It's an opportunity to focus on yourself and ask yourself those necessary questions. How you caring for yourself? What information are you letting into your life that's guiding your journey, your healthcare journey, or how you taking care of this physical human body here on planet Earth? So we take those deep Kundalini breaths. As a lenthologist, we know the formula, which is oxygen, which is all about the breath. So we start with the breath. So join me as I calm down my body, the nerves that's been non-stop since December 17, 2017. I've been feeling these nerves in my body that makes me want to make crazy sounds like this, but it's all wonderful. So we take those deep breaths and we recognize that the body is talking to us. And so my body is talking to me as it's healing itself, and I'm paying attention and I'm listening. And one of the things that we have to do is we have to be still, and we have to take that breath when things get so excited for us. And that's what I do. So join me, sit back, take that deep, deep breath, and you want to feel it throughout your whole body. And you can start at the crown, or you can start at the feet, and you can work your way up. And anywhere where you feel stiffness in your body, where you feel stagnation in your body, you want to breathe into that area and breathe the breath of life into your body to shift that energy. So work your way up or work your way down. Either way, just take a moment and let's just breathe together. Center our thoughts on health and healing. And take that deep, deep breath. And I recognize now when I breathe, I pause through that breath and my nerves stop. Before, they would just constantly keep going and going and going and going and going. But from last week's show, prior show from last week's show, which I didn't do because the body was in a restful state, because y'all know I went on a 72-hour or a little longer. I'll just use the term fasting to allow my body time to readjust from the shock and the trauma of having the stroke, being in the hospital, doing a little bit of the pharmaceuticals while I was there, and now I'm totally cleansing those pharmaceuticals from out of my body. So once I reach a certain state, I went on that fasting, cleansing, rejuvenation, allowing the new cells to come in stronger, based on the way I live my life. And so I'm just coming off of that fast. It went a little bit longer than 72 hours, which was really good because it really reset things in my body again. And that's what we need to do. And that's what we need to share with people when you're going through something. Sometimes you just need to be still, be quiet, eat lightly, and have an opportunity to just sit back and just listen to your body and feel your body and see what your body is saying to you and the messages that it's delivering to you, because nobody knows you like you. Nobody knows you like you. Nobody knows situations that everybody experience like you. And that's why I'm a conscious self-health care educator. I listen to you and I feedback to you the things that you say, that I see, that you're saying that's out of balance in what you're doing. And so that's what I'm doing to myself. So now I'm getting back into balance. I did the fast, and I tell you, it was really something to go through the fast and just do pure distilled water. Everybody has their opinions about distilled water, but it's one of the devices that I use for myself to allow my body to really just move everything out. And I'm always feeding in good nutrition, and I'm never losing the mineral balance, no matter what I do. And I share that with other people as well. So this is Wellness Wednesday on Inner Light Radio, and you are listening to the Conscious Self-Health Care Hour. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Health Care Educator, coming to you live, sharing with you how I am moving through disease care with Conscious Self-Health Care, and the tools that I use to support myself and anyone else with stepping up out of the dark ages of disease care and creating a whole new paradigm for yourself with conscious self-health care. Again, like I say, nobody can tell you the best way to take care of you but you, when you are honest with yourself, when you're open with yourself, and when you understand what pharmaceutical care is all about, and eating different kinds of foods that may not be the best for you. And, I don't really talk about being one way because I've been through it all, from a microbiotic eater, which is just doing nuts and grains, to drinking just water. I've been through the whole gamut, and we have to choose what's best for us. So we're going to take a station break, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to share with you a little bit about some things that I've been doing and some opportunities for you. And remember, you can always call in and share with me your wellness story right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. So we're going to take a station break.
Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation. 202-248-7749.
We need love and unity that will make a better community. Oh, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers, come on, let's help one another. All of my sisters and my brothers, let's show love and respect. Always remember never to forget that together we stand, and divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Oh, let's help one another. All of
That's
my
what time it
sisters and my
Time to help
brothers.
one another. And that's what those young kids did over the past week. They decided they wanted to help one another. So they got this movement going right now. And even though it's all about gun control, it's really all about control of life and living and how we care for one another and how we take care of one another and how we honor one another and how we just honor life itself in general. You know, we got to start caring more about ourselves, and then we would definitely care more about others. We wouldn't do negative things to people to bring about distress in their lives because we don't want it in our life. And so we need to take those deep breaths, and we need to honor the institution of living, the institution of life, the institution of oneness, of being this divine human being that we are, this energetic vibration that we are. It all comes together as one. And, you know, them youth, they had that worldwide gathering all around the world on that one particular day that everybody came together to stand for equality, to stand for basically love. Love. That's all it's all about, is self-love. And when you're really loving yourself and you're loving life and you're not giving your power away to people, places, and things and how things appear that somebody may want you to see, you just deal with the basic simplicity of life and love, then you don't want to bring harm or hurt to anyone. And the medical industry really don't want to bring harm or hurt to anyone. They really want people to get well. But we just got to understand that there's greed in a lot of things, and there's greed in that medical industry. They would try to tell you things to make you turn against yourself and turn on yourself. And they do that when they offer you these drugs because there's a time for a drug, and then there's time for conscious self-health care and providing the right minerals and enzymes and just the right things that the body needs that it can produce and perform and do its job well. And that's all we have to give it to when things get out of balance. And so things got a little bit out of balance in my life, a little bit hectic, but I prefer for that to have happened to me because, like I said, I'm a conscious self-healthcare educator. I can sit back and I can take the assessment and I can go through the journey of self-correcting. And not that I wanted it to be this particular stroke kind of thing, but when you've had a major fall like I had in 2004, and then all the things that compiled on top of it, something had to give. And when it gave, I was waiting for it. I was prepared for it. And I'm moving through it now. I'm moving through what they call a hemorrhagic stroke, drug-free. And you know how I shared with y'all last week where I was so excited to finally start going to this physical therapy and to get there in this program. And they really wasn't doing no more than what I was doing at home that I found to do on my own through my own research. And then when I shared with them when I came back for the third time that, I told y'all what I did, right? I told you how I took the cabbage and I wrapped it around certain areas on my right side and started removing all the inflammation. And man, when I removed the inflammation from my body and then some got trapped, my big toe got so big. God, you're talking about something that was painful during this 72-hour fasting, but I knew what it was. And as a lenthologist, I did the things that I needed to do to help move that fluid from my big toe as it left around from my knees and my ankles. And yeah, I can really still see my ankles now. I can see my knees now. My hip is more defined. The fluid is moving the way it should be moving out of the body. There's some that's still there. The nerves are still going 90 miles an hour. But when you understand what's happening to your body, you won't be all frustrated and get all upset and listen to the talk from the doctors that will have you thinking that there's nothing that you can do about it. Well, I'm a drug-free practitioner, and I share with people the best thing you can do for your body is not to put anything foreign in it that's going to cause it more concern. So we're doing this drug-free, and now we're doing it therapy-free from going to the therapist, because when I shared with them what was going on with me and that my hip was showing more imbalances and what kind of exercises could we do, the first thing they said was, you need to go back to your doctor and tell your doctor that your hip is. I'm like, okay, so this is not the place for me. So we ended that journey there, and now I'm looking for another place to get physical therapy from that's more in line with the way that I look at things in my life. So you are in control, whether you know it or not. Just because, we're doctors or holistic practitioners or energetic practitioners or bioenergetic practitioners, whatever we may call ourselves, you're still the one that should take the time to learn the basic information to assist you with understanding how your body works. And that's why I love teaching cellular ecology to individuals that come to me. This has been my mode of operation from the time I entered into this field of healthcare, was to share with people the basic information of cellular ecology, how a cell works and how you take care of yourself, and just how cells come into existence in your body and the different various kinds of cells and what you can do for yourself as a big old human cell battery. So take those Kundalini breaths, take time for yourself. And again, this is the time for you to share your wellness story like I am doing mine. You can call in to 310-928-7733. You can call in and share your wellness story. You can text me through the week at Davis-Foulks, Foulks @gmail.com. You can send me your information. You can go to my website, consciousselfcare.com, consciousselfcare.com, and click on the link where it says share your wellness story. Your story could be inspirational to somebody. You can assist someone. Just like I am hoping now that the vibrations that I am sending out to all those people that have had strokes, that are doing on pharmaceuticals, that feel like things can't get back in balance, the first thing you have to do is trust and honor yourself and stop the medication, and then you can actually see what's going on. And you can see the path that you should take to better assist yourself. And you'll be able to deal with the nerves like I am right now. And it's just a matter of the mindset that you want to put yourself into to make certain things happen in your life. So set back, take a deep breath, and just think about how you've been caring for yourself and where you are right now and who do you give your power to and how you can take that power back and be on a journey of positive self-discovery on how better to take care of yourself, because like I say, the body going to experience some cellular malfunctions. The body will experience cellular malfunctions. Is how you look at them and how you decide to take care of them. And the first thing to do is to leave that consciousness of a disease state of care, of a disease state of mind. And so we just got to help one another do that and take those deep breaths and remember all the healing arts that is there for us to take care of our bodies. And again, like I say, there's a place and time for dealing with Western medicine when things happen in our life. And we need them to step in and do their thing. And then we wake up and then we do our thing. So, y'all know I used to write articles for the Washington Informer newspaper, sharing the different modalities and the different things that's going on. And I'm kind of getting back into that a little bit. And I submitted an article to the Washington Informer newspaper located in Washington, D.C., where I am located. And there were people that used to read my articles and connect with me. And so it's been a minute. And I wanted to let people know just exactly where I am in my health journey since they heard about what was going on. And so I decided to submit an article to the Washington Informer newspaper, and they have it. And we are talking about the publication of it. But I want to share with you right now that article so you can see where I'm at, my philosophy, and how I am moving forward. So sit back and take a deep breath and honor who you are and your healthcare journey. And I'll share this article with you, and then we'll take another station break, sit back and listen to some music and just vibrate on positive, uplifting thoughts. So the article goes like this: drug-free, disease-free, and stress-free. I experienced a hemorrhagic stroke. I did not go down the rabbit hole of pharmaceutical disease care. Article by Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, Conscious Self-Health Care Educator. And one of my favorite quotes that I use starts this article off with, health is consciousness and healing is a function of consciousness. So health is consciousness and healing is a function of consciousness because life is consciousness. The article reads, July 15, 2017, turning 60 years of age was a milestone for me. When I thought all of my teen, young adult life that I would die of inherited kidney disease before the age of 30 years from my father. He died at 39 years young. I soon would learn that inherited disease was a truth twisted with a lie, and I would leave that mindset behind. The same way I encourage other people to leave that mindset of inherited disease. You may have the gene to express it, but it takes you, the individual, to turn that gene on and for you to express it. And I chose not to express the genes that they said that I had that will lead to kidney disease. And I was told that at a very, very young age. And now I'm 60 years of age and I'm not experiencing that. 5 days after my 60th Earth Day, I would be without my own home, living in my car. Because of the journey that I took with my mother's health care, the games that was played with my life, it's not what it looks like, and all the people that came on board to play their role. And it's awesome, but it's a great opportunity for you to trust and know who you are. So yes, my home, living in my car. You see, after my mother, Shirley Hardy, transitioned in August 2014, it's the first time I would experience not having home security. My mother's family is very small. Now 2 nieces and me, her only living child. She is blessed with many friends and other family members. I, the conscious self-healthcare educator, the daughter, will be accused of denying my mother medical care by the medical doctors and not placing her in hospice care facility because they're supposed to be the experts and they're supposed to diagnose and tell you the outcome and tell you how you're supposed to do things. But you see, my mother had other plans, and she knew that I was able to carry out her plans regardless as to what the doctors wanted to do or make me think. But my life would be turned upside down starting in 2009 by someone who called every place that I had worked or served and being accused of falsely representing myself in the holistic and energetic field of healthcare by identifying myself as Dr. Karen Davis-Foulks, the non-secular science of medicine. Many of my articles over the years had this title in the Washington Foreman newspaper and other papers because I could use that title. It was given to me through my studies. But people would use that to play games and to do devious things, but that's okay. I will begin to see the patterns of deliberate challenges set before me by the anonymous strategists and illusionists, first starting with my family members and colleagues acting like there was something wrong with me. I no longer had the support of my programs and individuals from the community. This was such a strain on my heart and being, but I kept in motion and I continued my journey to share quantum health care and to assist individuals moving from disease care to conscious self-health care. You see, I established April as Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Month, and April 30th as Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day in 2011. We celebrate our 8th year with an anthology of conscious wellness stories this year. So join my Facebook group, Anthology of Wellness Stories, and be a part of this year's celebration as we share with you the stories of individual people that have emancipated from medical mental slavery. So the article continues. The Western medical system called my symptoms of high blood pressure, a brain bleed, and a stroke all a disease. You see, I call it too much inflammation in the body, a sad heart, and no drug can correct this. Excuse me. And no drug can correct this. As a pioneering bioenergetic, bioinformation, wellness specialist, lymphologist, advanced nutritionist, board-certified holistic health advisor, and conscious self-healthcare educator, drugless practitioner, my journey to greater wellness and health started in the hospital when I made the choice to stop the medication for high blood pressure to correct the disease symptoms they said was caused by high blood pressure. The body's intelligence knows how to regulate high blood pressure, your pH level, the body's temperature, your heart rate. And I work with my body's natural fields of energy. I tried it their way in the hospital. It wasn't working out. It was making things worse. So we're going to stop all of that, and we're going to listen to the body's intelligence. It knows how to regulate high blood pressure. It knows how to regulate the pH level in the body, the body's temperature, the heart rate. And again, I work with my body's natural fields of energy and information and the biochemical processes and responses holistically, energetically, and spiritually. And that's what I share with the individuals as a lymphologist, as a bioenergetic wellness specialist. I share with you to take the opportunity to give yourself the time to learn about the body. And one great book can do that for you. So when you join my group, Cellular Wellness on Facebook, you can get that book and you can teach yourself cellular ecology, and we can have the conversation that will allow you to move forward and not live in fear false education accepted as reality. Yes, it's time to wake up from all of that nonsense. And so the article continues, I am creating my wellness plan for conscious self-health care and not disease care. Again, you can follow my journey in the group Lymphatic Wellness and my blog at forcelllife.blogspot.com. Take a moment, take that Kundalini breath with me and breathe. And this feels so good that the body can calm down. You know, the nerves are so used to going so much, and I was so fearful by how my nerves was going and what was happening in my life during this time of my body correcting itself. But now I can sit back and I can breathe. When my body the nerves started really going, I sat back and I breathe. And when I find myself doing something or reading something, the nerves just calms down, you know, like now. So take that deep breath with me as I continue to tell my body to release itself, to calm down. You see, it has been 5 months this month right here. It has been 5 months since my stay in the ICU for about 5 days. I left Howard University Hospital on December the 29th, 2017, and I was transferred to a transitional care center, capital city, because, I was living in my car. I had no place to go, and so they moved me there. And I left on January the 5th, 2018. Arriving at this facility, my name was entered incorrectly. The medication was double, but didn't even meet the doctor, hadn't seen anybody, hadn't talked to anybody, came through the door. They decided to double everything. And given within 30 minutes of me arriving there, now not taking into consideration transportation, coming there, the excitement, everything that was going on, I got there and they was like, well, we need to up this medication. Ain't talked to no doctors, ain't done nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I was here for continuation of getting therapy and continue to moving on better. But no, they wanted to dope me up. Didn't want that to happen. So much happened so fast that I saw about my treatment of others there that I actually fear for my health and my life and my well-being. Because when you tell them what you're not going to do, they're going to say that something is wrong with you, and then they're going to try to, which is illegal, put the drugs in your food. And once I realized they was doing that, I was like, it's time for me to leave. So without receiving occupational and physical therapy completed, that's what I did. So if you have friends or loved ones in this facility in Washington, D.C., please check on them closely. It saddens my heart to see so many people mistreated, thinking that they're getting the best care, and they're not. And believe me, it's all about the bottom line and the dollar, and everybody knows that. And so that's why we might have to learn how to take care of ourselves. I was told by the head doctor at Howard University Hospital that I would experience another stroke if I didn't do the recommended drug treatment. It is 5 months later, family. My health is improving each and every day, drug-free, worry-free, disease-free. Are you ready for your miracle? Are you ready for your miracle? Are you listening in? This is Wellness Wednesday on Inner Light Radio. Are you listening in? Are you feeling that there is no miracle out there for you? You have to create your own miracle. So are you ready for your miracle? Share your wellness journey with me and celebrate your emancipation from medical mental slavery and live well and live strong. Pharmaceuticals free. There's a time for pharmaceuticals, but its pharmaceuticals are not to be used every day for the care of the human body. And we have to recognize that and take a moment to breathe and make our own changes. You see, I'm blessed with knowing that the body works with your consciousness. And as a conscious self-care educator, that's what I share with you. Now I'm back on the radio each and every Wednesday. That's what I'll be sharing with you, how I'm moving through it. And for those of you that are listening in, that is really ready to share your wellness story, you should start calling in and sharing your wellness story. And if you're out there and you're a holistic practitioner, you're an energetic practitioner, and you're talking to people and you're working with people, have you shared your wellness story? Have you shared with individuals how you take care of yourself? I think that give you more of a validity in what you're doing when you can share your stories. My mother's told us to always just share your stories, tell the truth. And so that's why I love sharing my story here. And this is a time that as I move forward in my healing, as I am healing at the frequency of agape love here at Positive Energy Works in Capitol Heights, Maryland, I am giving my body new instructions for wellness. And you can give your body new instructions for wellness because you are the person that is moving this body around. It all depends on how you're thinking about what it is that you're doing and how you're doing it. So sharing my journey on the radio. I'm back on the radio. I was sharing with people how to best take care of themselves. I had no real experiences except for growing up and the ones I shared. Like I said, you can go to my website, consciousselfcare.com, click on that link with the radio and view some other shows that I've done as I share my healthcare journey. This is the biggest one, this hemorrhagic stroke and moving forward with knowing that things happen in the body. This is what they called it. I don't have to follow down that rabbit hole that they have laid out for a person that has gone through this. I was losing movement with my limbs, and none of that is happening now. I'm walking better. I'm moving around better. I'm definitely taking care of myself a whole lot better than I was 5 months ago. And it's a continuous journey of moving forward and getting the body back in alignment, the nerves back in alignment, where it's, like I tell you, it's still interesting, family, how one side of my body I feel all the nerves, and the other side of the body, I don't feel those nerves. And I'm waiting for the body to become whole. But that's through me and through my consciousness. And so as I move forward in this journey, building my wellness practice again so that I can better take care of myself, and looking for you to call in and share and utilize my services. So I'm just asking everyone to take a moment and look around and see how you can for yourself, how other people are caring for themselves, and just ask yourself how you can do better for yourself. So this article should be coming out in the Washington Informer newspaper as I share my journey. I've always shared my journey and moving forward, assisting people, and it's time for a celebration. April, again, is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. It's a time for people to tell how they move from disease care to conscious self-health care. It's an opportunity for practitioners to share their wellness journey. They're helping so many people. You have an opportunity to share your journey. So I want you to sit back and decide if you want to join me on April 30th, Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day, be a part of the panel discussion right here on Inner Light Radio. I really truly would love to talk to individuals, and you can talk about the practitioner, the holistic advisor that assisted you with moving forward. You get to share your wellness story. So if you're listening in and you want that opportunity, go to my website, send me an email, hit me up on Facebook, Karen Davis-Foulks, Foulks, and we can make that happen. You know, we can come together as one, like the song you just heard. Time to help one another. Time to move forward. So take that deep breath with me. We're going to sit back and listen to some music. And again, I'm thankful to be here sharing with you my wellness journey right here on Inner Light Radio, the healing frequency. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Health Care Educator.
Deep as the night, spirit of starlight, inspiration of great beauty, and love at first sight. Queen history's pages from beginning to the end. What a woman she has been. Exotic, rich and rare. None other to compare. Created from his rib, with pure love to give. Receiver always of his seed, some manly deed, surely I need. Blessed Mother, through the ages, she transcends history's pages from beginning to the end. What a woman she has been. Exotic, rich and rare, made to love, comfort, and care.
Damn, I never heard that before. I thought I heard all John Coltrane music. Makes you feel good, don't it, fam? Sit back, taking those deep, deep Kundalini breaths and listening to music like that. I love the sound of music. And I was so grateful and thankful when my body, or I, got myself in control of my own body and didn't give power over to the nerves to make me not want to listen to music. Because I love the raw sound of the drum and music and the vibration of it. And with these headsets on, you know, at one time I just, you know, because of the stroke in the brain and what was going on, I just couldn't take the sound of music. And, you know, Karen was like, Khadija, like, I'm not having that. Music is such a part of my life. Music is such a part of who I am and my family sings, and we just love music and playing instruments, and there's no way in the heck that I'm going to give in and not be able to be around raw and live music. So I had to shift that energy real quick. And so the nerves go 90 miles an hour, but it's like I make it work in harmony. I make it work in balance. And that's the power that we have. And we have that power for ourselves, family and community. For those of you who are out there that's dreading life and feeling like you can't get well, and you have got to shift your own energy. You have got to shift your own vibration. You have got to come out of that illusion, that state that they put you in. You have got to wake yourself up from that. You have got to change your faith. I say reach deep down inside. Remove your faith not of God's. You are holding on to what you don't know. It's stored in a folder of God's faith way. Search your hard drive. Find the folder. Look deep down the tree. You see, you got to remove the files that are right protected. Release that shutter. Open wide. Life is going to make you feel whole again inside. You see, you got to turn away from controlled faith and give your faith to divine faith. You see, the faith of the world is not the right way. They will have you thinking that there is no hope. There is no hope. You got to have surgeries, lose organs, lose limbs. You have got to change your faith. Walk on his wisdom, not of the world's wisdom. See not of this world, but of his world. See the wisdom of life, true faith. Take no thought to what you think. From this world source, life does not grow. Seek first the highest consciousness of life. This is your kingdom to heaven. For what you think and feel is what you create. And I am creating total wellness. I am going to be able to drive again. I'm already visualizing it. I'm already seeing it. I'm already moving forward. I have to, because I don't play the sick disease game, and so they're not going to give me compensation because I'm not going to do their drugs. I'm not following their program. So if I'm not following their program, then they saying it can't be real, but you gave me the diagnosis of a hemorrhagic stroke. I'm going through everything that you're saying that I'm going through. I'm just not answering it and doing it your way. And so you're going to hold me back. And that's why I need you to understand that we can work together in this conscious self-health care field, and we can help each other move forward. And you can connect with me so that you can move forward and so that you can change your faith. The universe asks no questions. Hold your ears wide open. Hear your answers to your life questions. He knows the plan. He created the path. Walk on his faith and see good. For he created you in his image, not the image of this world's life. We don't have to live according to what they say. We don't have to feel like we're helpless and hopeless. And there's a lot of people that have had this particular health challenge that I'm having, and I've seen them go down that rabbit hole, and I see how they lose their strength and lose their way. I'm not going to do that. I'm thankful for who I am and where I am in my life, and for certain people where they are in their life and how they chose to help and support and move each other forward. This is the part of humanity. This is what these youth, this is what these children are trying to tell these older adults what they're not going to be putting up with anymore, and how they're getting ready to change things. And if you're not ready for the change that's coming, and as you can see, there's a change coming, and the change is here, and the change is getting stronger in all areas and walks of life. Change is here. People are tired. They're tired, they're tired, they're tired, and they want this change. And our youth saying they're not going to have it. They are going to move forward. For you are the root and the offspring of his blessed way. He gave you the right to a good life. It is up to you to have the heart and have the mind to change your faith. His faith is responsible for bringing the invisible to the visible, making your thoughts his thoughts. And that's what we have to do. We have to come and we have to unite in positive thoughts and positive understanding and moving people forward. And come on, doctors, it's not taking anything away from you. They're going to always need you and what you have. But this inhumane understanding of healthcare that you keep trying to put on people and force on people, we got to change this. We have to change this vibration, because our kids are not even growing up to be adults. They're being stuck, and they're being given these names of these diseases, and their life are being cut short. And a lot of them are shifting too. They're changing their diet. They're stopping the medication. They're talking to their parents, and they're telling them how they want to take care of themselves. And they're actually trying to create all these laws where you can't even make your own healthcare decision. But stay out of the system, and you can make your own healthcare system, changing your faith. So develop and gradually move forward from one mansion to another. You see family, you see community, the files in the folder, they're not right protected. See the issues of this world not to be true. His faith creates a world of good for peace, wealth, health, love, joy, happiness, harmony, truth, and serenity. And you see, I don't give my power to nobody, so you can't take that away from me. So no matter what it looks like and no matter what you're doing, I know my parents. I know my mother. I know what she did. I know how things are. And I know who stepped in, who tried to do what they tried to do and still trying to do what they're trying to do. I give that no power. I'm the power in my life. I'm the conscious creator of my life. And I don't have to buy into anything, and neither do you. So if you are buying into disease care, you're buying into hopelessness, you're buying into the fact that you won't get well, then that's what you're going to create. And that's what you're going to see. You have to be the one to shift your energy. And conscious self-health care is the way. And if you're looking to do that, if you want somebody to support you, to help you move in that direction, I'm that person. You can give me a call, 202-248-7749. Connect with me on Facebook. Connect with me right here on Inner Light Radio and call in. Let's talk. Let's have this dialogue about how to change your faith and how to move forward. And joy and happiness and harmony with truth and serenity and at peace. So if you're thinking the wrong way, change your faith to God's tremendous faith. Remove and renew your mind. Renew your mind, renew your mind, renew your mind by tuning into yourself and see that God is right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Yeah, you. Look at yourself. Turn around. Look at yourself. Smile. You are the God. You are the goddess. You are who you are waiting for. It's time that you wake yourself up. It's time for you to make that divine change in life. It's time for you to step up out of the dark ages of disease care. Stop being afraid to live. You know this is what you want to do. You're tuned in, you're listening in, you got your station turned in and you're holding on and you keep saying you're going to do it, you're going to do it. Well, it starts with a thought. And you hold on to that thought. And you manifest that thought. And you let that thought blossom. And you let that thought grow. And you let that thought expand. Because Karen wasn't going down the rabbit hole of what they call a stroke and how I should be. And it's only the medication that takes you down that hole. And I was like, no, I'm finished with that. That's not going to assist me. So leg appearing to be stiff, the muscles appearing to be expanded, the nerves are going 90 miles an hour a minute. But in the midst of all of that, I'm telling myself that it's a balance. And there's a connection, and that connection is going to bring itself together because we are those type of individuals that we reshape and we reframe our body. Our cells are made anew every day. And I'm telling you, family, community, and friends, you can lift yourself up from any situation. I don't care how long you've been in it. I don't care how long it's been happening in your life. I don't care how much drugs you put in your body. If you take your time and decide to nourish your body, to nourish yourself, you can feel the change in less than 5 months like I did. And I'll be looking at that doctor pretty soon at Howard University Hospital, going over there and let them know that you gave me courage. You gave me strength because you the ones that kept telling me that I had to do pharmaceuticals. And I don't have to do pharmaceuticals to help my body correct itself. Again, like I said, it's a time for that. And then it's a time for conscious self-health care. And that time is now. Are you ready? Are you ready for a miracle in your life? Are you ready to make that change? There are health tools out here to assist you. I use some of the best health tools that there is on the market. Matter of fact, is what those doctors use in their practice. I use those same tools to help you, but through a conscious self-health care technique for you to take the time to look at how you're caring for yourself. And it's very important what you think. Your body responds to how you think. And so my only direction is to moving forward and seeing myself doing all those things that I once was able to do. And to be self-sufficient, got to be able to move around. And I'm going to start driving again pretty soon. I may have to have a new car because I don't know what's happening with my car since somebody else is driving my car. And but nevertheless, I take those positive energy breaths and we move forward. And once again, you have been tuned into Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks. This is the Conscious Self-Health Care Hour right here on InnerLightRadio.com. On Wellness Wednesday, I'm sharing my healthcare journey with you, and I'm hoping that you will find the time to call in and share your wellness story. I'm not going to sit back and judge you and criticize you about how you're taking care of yourself. You may share something that can help me move a little bit further in my life with someone else, because it's all about communication. It's all about opening up and sharing. So family, that's what this show is all about. It's about giving you the opportunity to share your wellness story. And again, We have a month for everything under the sun, but there's no month for conscious self-health care. But now there is. That's April. And we're coming up on April, Conscious Self-Health Care, Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month, with April 30 being Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. You get to say how you caring for yourself, how you moving forward. And we can do this together. Take those deep, deep Kundalini breaths through the week. Honor yourself. Love yourself. Say good vibrations to yourself. And return to love. Return to self-love, self-care. Taking those moments to take those breaths and think positive thoughts and healing thoughts and rejuvenating thoughts. And know who you are. Just know who you are. Know the divine being you are, and don't give your power to people, places, or things. You are in control of your life. I want to thank you for tuning in. Heart to Heart, Healthy Living. Hook me up. Connect with me on Facebook. We can talk. Fill out the forms on my website, forcelllife.com. The number 4, CELLLIFE.com. And let's connect and let's just get the world happy and healthy and full of love again. That's what we need. Thank you for tuning in. Share this broadcast with a friend, and maybe you'll start calling in, sharing your wellness story. Let's find something smooth to carry us out with, Jamal.
Wake up. Yeah.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show right here on Inner Light Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, consciousselfcare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self-Health Care Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.